We begin in the city of Brightport. It's a rainy evening here in this coastal city. Down by the beaches, the surf seems to be getting dangerously close to the cliffs that hold the city up above the waves. Brightport itself is built over top of a river. There's a sort of island in the midst of this river, leading right up to the estuary, where a great waterfall dumps the fresh water down to the beach and into the sea beyond. Standing there, on the corner of this cliff face, practically invisible with the heavy rainfall and the cover of night, are two figures, greatly contrasted in their size. One is hunkered under a sort of poncho, protecting herself from the storm. The other is standing straight, his face turned up toward the wind.
I don't even know if our ship's gonna make it into the port. I mean, with this storm going on, I guess Prevalian screwed us.
She says to the tall half-orc at her side.
Quit being such a coward. A little wind and rain are nothing to be afraid of. But it seems like you're right about the boat. I guess we'll just have to wait another day or two.
She shifts uncomfortably at his words, but he doesn't notice.
Well, the storm doesn't look like it's gonna let up, so how about we forget the boat? I've never really cared for boats anyway, so let's just go try to find some horses, and we'll just hit the open road. I mean, it's not that far to Branshire anyways. It'll be an adventure, right?
Horses, eh? But where are we gonna get horses at this hour?
She looks up at him again, a mischievous glint in her eye.
Oh, I think I know just the place to get them.
The half-orc grunts.
Well, if you say so. But I really was looking forward to sailing. I had hoped we might run into some pirates on the way so I could show them what a real man is capable of. Someone willing to stand up and fight. The people's champion.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I say we'll have a much better chance of running into some lowlives and villains on the road. What do you say? Do we ride for Branshire?
He looks down at her, pausing for a moment.
Yeah, I guess.
And then, with a grin.
Dibs on the big one.
Far from the coast city of Brightport, about as far as one could possibly be, it is not raining. It never rains here. At least, it never rains water. But it is very dark. In fact, the only light in this room is a small, smoldering fireplace. There is a large four-poster bed just to the left, barely illuminated by the embers burning low in the hearth. The only sound is the low sizzle of the coals, and that of soft, rhythmic breathing. But wait. Now that you mention it, I can hear something else. Is that footsteps? There, that right there. It sounds like the soft shuffling of feet in the dark. That's not usually a good sign anywhere, but in this place, just then a word is spoken in the darkness. A deep, guttural speech, one not commonly used amongst the living. And at this deep word of power, the low burning embers of the fireplace burst to life, flashing the room with a hot red glow. All around the bed are short black beings, one with the shadow. They stumble back, rolling on the rugs, their slick skin glistening in the firelight as their long pointed tails lash about them. 7 of them screech and cover their eyes as the blazing fire blinds them. These creatures are one with darkness, but now, in the red burning light, the figure on the bed is clearly visible. He sits cross-legged, his skin bright red, two wicked horns twisting toward the ceiling. He looks up with a wicked, toothy grin.
Well, Zareth, you shouldn't have. A going-away present for me? You really do care.
Then, flying off the bed, this figure glows red as his great, translucent wings spread toward the high ceiling. In one fluid motion, he draws a sword from the air, one of solid flame. And quicker than the eye can see, this devilish being disposes of the imps around the room. Their bodies around the floor immediately flicker and turn to ash. There's a knock at the door, and then a slow creak. In steps a hunched creature dressed in black serving robes. its tail wrapped around his waist. "Your Majesty, it would appear that you have a visitor. Would you see her now, or should I inform her that you are busy?" he says, glancing around the room at the ashes. The red figure dispels his flaming sword.
No. I suppose it's time. Send her in.
He says as he turns back toward his bed and begins to dress himself. Moments later, another horned figure enters the room, dressed in robes of deep black, her purple skin radiant in the glow of the fire. "Satsaris, I have come as you asked, and I have brought the necessary components for the ritual. Are you certain that you want to do this? You do know that you can never return, and your father..."
I am well aware of what my father will think. I don't ask you here for conversation, and I didn't pay for your opinion. Now, let's do this. Open the gate.
Cutting her eyes at him, the purple girl steps toward the fireplace. She draws from her robes a clear orb swirling with purple, red, and black shadow. Speaking the infernal incantation, she smashes the globe into the burning coals. The fire lashes out, growing and writhing with purple, red, and black flames, lined with matching smoke. Stepping back, she looks again to her client. "Safe travels, Your Highness." With a glint in his eye, the tall, red figure steps up to the fireplace, zipping up his black and red leather jacket.
You see something in here you like, take it. I won't be needing it anymore.
And then he steps into the flames and disappears in a flash. "Good riddance," she says, spitting into the now cold hearth. She steps over toward the bed, yanks the thick blanket from the top, and marches toward the door.
Is this still a podcast where we play Dungeons and Dragons with each other?
Is it? I love it. I like it. I dig it.
No.
You're listening to Make Believe Heroes, an actual play, 5th edition, Dungeons and Dragons adventure. Let me roll this giant d20. 18.
No.
Each year, for 7 days leading up to the summer solstice, the city of Branshire holds a festival in honor of the great god Pelor. For these 7 days, the people of Branshire bring forth all of their goods and wares for sale. People travel from afar to purchase the best produce, the best grains, and pelts that you can find anywhere in the world. The people of Branshire, often referred to as Branshirings, are some of the most honest and hard-working folk you'll ever meet. Branshire is a city built upon the very principle of being neighborly, treating others with respect, and lending a hand.
Respect!
In fact, Branshire is arguably the safest place on Monumi. There's little need for any true military presence, as their sister city, Barlin's Pass, is an incredibly effective deterrent for any external threats. Branshire doesn't even have a protectors guild in the city, which is practically unheard of for a settlement of this size. The people of Branshire take care of themselves, and on the off chance that some trouble does arise, they band together and snuff it out in a jiffy. Today is the first day of the Festival of the Rising Sun. So, you all might be wondering, who's playing this game with me today? We begin with a human.
Ooh.
There is a young to middle-aged man standing in a makeshift sort of kitchen area in his home. He is preparing himself some breakfast as the sun is just beginning to rise for the day. Alan, why don't you describe Brackle for us?
Ooh.
Well, Brackle is a sort of stoic, He doesn't have many words to say because he uses his words wisely and often not at all. Brackle is tall, around 5'10", with dark features, skin tan and leathery from long days in the sun. He wears a dark cloak, the color of the forest and the plains.
Mm-hmm.
Boots, shirt, pantaloons, all very simple and plain, but very utilitarian. He is equipped with a chain shirt beneath his normal shirt,
Okay.
a longbow, unstrung, a shield that he keeps on his back, obscured by the cloak, and a short sword tucked into his belt. But he is dedicated to his home,
To his home.
Branshire.
But Brackle doesn't live in the city, right?
Right. Branshire is more of a region, though, right?
Yes, it is, for sure. It's a city, but it's also more than that. You know,
It's like a city-state.
it's a way of life.
Yes. Brackle sticks to the fringes, to the edges, the borders, the wilderness, the woods, the plains.
The fences,
Yeah.
the wall.
And watches from afar. A silent guardian, a watchful protector, a dark knight.
He really is, though. He really is Batman. So Brackle lives in a sort of cabin, right? In the woods?
Yeah. Cabin.
Not far.
Not far.
No, just inside the fringe.
Just inside the fringe.
What would you say his home is like?
I'd say his home is very minimalist. He has a kitchen with a table, and on the table are various meats that he has been butchering and, well, not butchering. He does that outside like a
Right.
civilized man. But, you know, he's got several whittling projects of various states of progress on shelves. On the kitchen table, he's got some meat that's curing. I assume that's where you do it. I've never cured meat, but Brackle knows how. He's got, you know, just what he needs to live and his few hobbies. So he's got a bookshelf, a single bookshelf full of books. Some of them range from how to survive in the wilderness to how to disassemble a deer and how other things like great works of classic fiction. And he's got a television set in the corner.
Oh, please. Okay, so would you say it's kind of like a one-room cabin?
That's how I would envision it. It's like a one-room cabin. He's got a cot in the corner where he sleeps. It's really more of a hammock.
So what does Brackle do to begin his day on a day like today, the first day of the Festival of the Rising Sun?
First thing,
He hunts wild Charlies.
Today, being the first day of the festival, Brackle's up before daylight, preparing to head into Branshire. What's that look like?
well, he starts every day with 30 minutes of yoga.
Okay.
And then he does some, not yoga because I don't know if yoga exists in Monumi.
It does not.
Okay. So he spends the day stretching, doing calisthenics. He eats a austere breakfast of eggs, dried meat, and a little bit of spice. You know, just like some pepper maybe. Like
Okay.
He just pours the pepper in his mouth.
Does he have any pets?
he has 16 cats.
God help. You know, I knew that. But no, does he though? Does he have any pets?
All of the wilderness is his pet. Like all the
Okay.
creatures of the woods. Sometimes he eats
Sure.
his pets. Sometimes he makes fur coats out of them. But he does have
Oh boy. So Brackle goes about his day, eats his breakfast of dried meat and eggs.
And pepper.
He goes outside where he has prepared a wagon, a cart, if you will, that is filled and mounded over with his bounty from the year, his bounty of pelts and the like that he plans to sell at the festival. From a young age, Brackle would help his father sell the yearly bounty of pelts and meats that they would gather together, which would account for much of their livelihood from year to year. And now, even years after his father has passed, he continues this tradition as a hunter. And he'd set up at the festival as always. So you head forth on the road toward Branshire.
Yep. Hitch myself in the cart and drag it all the way to town on my own.
You have a horse, right? I mean, Brackle has a horse.
Yes, he does.
Does your horse have a name? And don't say his name is Horse.
No, his name is Glue.
Oh,
I'm going to use speak with animals. Paul, can you give us the horse's voice?
I'm so glad you're not there.
It's gelatin.
For the love of God, no name or a name, please. Can we please?
Yeah.
I want to move on.
Okay.
Name or no name?
The horse's name is Applejack. I set out with my horse Applejack.
Sounds like a good name. So Brackle sets out with his horse Applejack, pulling the cart to Branshire. This is usually a trip that's filled with nostalgia, reflection, and excitement.
Brackle feels none of those things.
He does not. And why wouldn't Brackle feel those things? As you near the end of the road and enter through the northern gates of the city, Brackle, turning onto Circle Street, for the first time in your nearly 30 years of life, you do so with trepidation.
Yeah, I do.
Traveling onto Circle Street, even at this early hour, the street is lined on both sides with people setting up tables and booths. You see lots of unusual folk. Dwarves, gnomes, elves, and more are dressed in strange, exotic clothing. The people of Branshire are a simple and quiet sort, and you personally have never gone farther than probably a few days' travel from the city limits. You've grown up here. This is your home. And as you head along the street, you're bothered by many of the things that you see. There are booths lined with weapons of war, great swords, battle axes, pikes. There are armor smiths selling all sorts of chainmail, plate mail, and the like. Soothsayers, potion shops. You spot one booth that's shrouded in thick purple linens, hiding the cellar and its contents from view with nothing but a simple sign above the opening that says, "Secrets," in a flowing script. And while you spot the occasional local setting up their produce or grains, the majority of the people that are out here on the street are foreign to you. You travel through town, heading to your destination, the Barley Barrel. The Barley Barrel is a common inn in Branshire, and that's where you're supposed to meet a friend of yours who's going to help you set up your booth. You ride through town, you see a lot of people. No one calls out to you, no one waves. This is very, very different from any of your previous experiences on the first day of the festival. There's a strange and somber mood in the air.
I go in the Barley Barrel, start saying hi to Mr.
His name is Boren Barley.
Mr. Boren.
Ah, hello, Brackle. How are you?
I am, well.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And you?
Much the same. It's a strange day, isn't it?
'Tis.
We've got a lot of people in the inn. Most of them are still sleeping or out there on Circle Street setting up their booths, but honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about this new setup with the festival.
Well, don't be a xenophobe, Barley.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. It's just as long as I've been living, this festival has been for our people to set up and sell what we make to the world, you know. That's people come from far and wide to get our food, our produce, everything. It's a big deal, but, well, the new mayor, I guess he thought maybe we could use the money in a different way, selling all these booths and these spots. You know, I saw someone, I think they might have been selling some trinkets, maybe dark magic. I don't know about that.
I don't know much about that sort of thing either, but I don't like it. You know, bringing in more people. I mean, we've always had people come in for this festival.
Sure. It's always busy.
But now, all that money for selling the booths is going to the mayor, and those who would normally sell their wares are being pushed out.
Well, it's not just that. I don't know. Some of them, they give me a creepy vibe, you know?
Yeah, like that guy in the corner in the black robes just whispering.
Yeah. Did you see that guy?
I saw him.
Branshire is it's a quaint little place. And usually we have at least this many people coming to visit. But, you know, I just hate to see that so many of our own people couldn't get booths, couldn't even set up and sell their own wares. Hopefully it doesn't hurt them in the long run.
Oh, and these interlopers, they'll fly by nights, swoop in, sell their goods, leave town.
I guess we should try and make the best out of a not perfect situation. I suppose you're probably here for Lelia, right?
Absolutely.
I'll go fetch her for you. She said you two actually procured a booth?
We did set up a booth. With these times, it was challenging to find one for each of us, so we went halvesies.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. I'll go get her for you. I think she's just back there getting things ready for breakfast. He turns and goes through the swinging door into the kitchen area. You look around, and there are a couple of stragglers, locals that wave and say hi. Out from the back door, it swings open, and into the room steps a young woman, probably in her early to mid-20s, with long curly blonde hair, as she is removing an apron from around her neck that's covered in flour. A pretty girl, a country girl, and she steps towards you. And she's taking off an apron that's covered in flour where she's been kneading dough and making biscuits, and she says, "Oh, hey, Brackle.
Hey,
Good morning.
morning.
How are you?"
Well, you?
"Yeah, I'm doing just fine, Brackle. I guess you're ready to go set up? Did you bring all of the pelts?"
I did. All of them.
"Well, there's no reason we shouldn't be able to make the best out of this, huh? What do you say we go set up? I think I know where our booth is. I went and looked last night."
We get a good one?
"Yeah, it'll be fine. All the booths are pretty much the same, really, I guess, if you think about it. It's near one of the gates, so that's good."
That is good. I can keep an eye on those who come and go.
So, Brackle, you and Lelia set out from the Barley Barrel, and a short journey around Circle Street, you find yourselves over on the eastern side of the city, near an alleyway that cuts back between some of the houses, but within sight of the northwestern gate that heads into the core of the city. You find there are some tables, they're empty, and you begin setting things up. You work together for the next half an hour, and as you are, more and more people are beginning to move about the city. You see locals, and you wave and say hello. No one that you know ever walks by without saying hello. Everyone in Branshire is friendly to a fault. And as the day goes on, you find that things are strange, and you see some people coming through that look very, very foreign to you. Elves wearing strange orange and red clothes, and dwarves in full battle armor. But most of them seem pretty friendly. You're used to seeing people like that coming anyway to buy wares, and everyone that you speak to, at least, is very friendly, and you find yourself coming a little higher in spirits as the day goes on. Maybe it's not going to be so bad. Sure, it stinks that many of your friends and people that you've known your whole life and farmers that you have worked with and different things are unable to sell their wares because they couldn't afford a booth or weren't able to set one up. But for the most part, you think maybe it'll be okay. As the day wears on, it's getting about midday. You and Lelia have been manning the booth for a while. You've done pretty good. You've already sold quite a few pelts. It's the first day, but you've done quite well so far. At a certain point in the day, you and Lelia are standing there just having conversation. You haven't had any customers for a few minutes, and you're just talking. Lelia is telling you about a book that she read that she got from the library recently, and she's recommending it to you. Suddenly you hear a loud noise. It sounds like a voice that's sort of radiating across the street. And you hear, it's sort of muffled, you can't really understand it, but you hear this loud, amplified voice.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And then you hear cheers.
come on, Cure. You think that's good enough? Come on, people, cheer him on. Let's go, Cure.
And it's a strange sort of phenomenon. You wonder what's going on. And Lelia turns to you. She says, "What do you think that's all about?"
I don't know. It sounds like a crowd is gathered for some sort of spectacle.
Yeah, it's like cheering and clapping and... What's that? It almost sounds like someone's voice is just incredibly loud. I don't know. It's making me kind of nervous. You think everything's okay?
I'll go check it out. Why don't you, if you're anxious, then step back here. It should be fine. I'll go take a look.
Okay, I'll just man the booth. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just right over there. It does look like there's a crowd bundled up over that way.
Yeah, it's probably nothing, but just in case. And then he sort of very lightly brushes his thumb against the hilt of his short sword.
So Brackle steps around the booth and begins cutting his way through the crowd.
Literally,
with the sword just slashing through. Making his way toward this mob of people, cheering and shouting, some yelling. And then there's that occasional sound of someone's voice just booming over the crowd. So Brackle, as you're going over to see what's going on, we see a few things. First of all, this is a mob. It's a huge crowd of people, all bundled up from every side around what looks like a sort of caged-off circle in the center of Circle Street. Both Branshirings and out-of-towners alike have gathered around this large arena. And off to the right side, there is a small platform inside with a set of steps attached to it. Atop this platform stands a woman. Felicia, describe Misk for us.
She's about 5'7", tan skin tone, blonde hair, blue eyes. She's very pretty.
I see. Catches the eye.
Mm-hmm. She's just wearing a leather, just normal outfit, not too fancy.
Nothing flashy.
Yeah.
Okay, blend into the crowd type
Blends
clothes.
into the crowd, but everybody knows.
Okay. Standing atop this platform, she seems to be commentating on whatever is going on down in this dirt arena in the middle of the street. And if you look now, you'd see there are two figures inside this large arena-type area. There is a large, muscular figure currently standing off against an even larger man, if not taller, with a pretty prominent gut. So, Jeffrey,
Eh,
why don't you describe Kjorg for us?
Kjorg. He's a half-orc. And he's 6'7", really tall.
Man, he's tall.
And he's really muscular, like really strong guy. Yeah,
ripped, just ripped.
He's jacked, and he's got it's like a dark gray, almost black skin, and he's got white eyes, which is pretty creepy, but awesome.
Ooh. Yeah, it is awesome. He's basically Dark Link,
and he doesn't have any hair. He's bald.
And he's wearing a sleeveless royal blue shirt, right?
Yes, with some chainmail under it. You can't really see that, though.
Okay. This
some blue pants.
Big, muscular half-orc is currently putting a hurtin' on this thick, heavy-set guy that's in the ring with him. And Misk is commentating as he does so.
Come on, Kjorg. You think that's good enough? Come on, people, cheer him on. Let's go, Kjorg. What, this guy thinks he's got Kjorg? No. Hey, you with the face. You said he wouldn't win. Right? Yeah, watch this. People's champion, y'all. Come and see him. Oh, man, Kjorg, not the face. Poor guy. You should have just hit him in this. Oh, never mind. You hit him there, too. Poor guy.
After a few more moments of this very one-sided contest, the heavyset man is lying on the dirt, unconscious. A few people come to help drag him off to the side as Misk begins to summon forth someone else to come and challenge the mighty Kjorg.
All right, guys, you seen this guy hit the ground.
Oh.
Who wants to fight Kjorg next? Come on. People's champion, you think you got it? Yeah, come on, bring it on.
Brackle, you walk up just around the time that Kjorg delivers the final punch to the man that's now being dragged away inside the arena. You have to push forward for a few minutes, and you're just mostly hearing the commentary of this woman standing atop the platform, along with the cheers and oohs and boos from the crowd. And as you get up there and you see this fight and you see what's going on, I mean, you realize pretty quickly that it's just a fight, right?
Yeah.
Would Brackle want to stick around, or would he just basically head back?
He would watch for just a moment, so he wants to assess whether this is harmless fun or whether there's actual danger here. And if there's actual danger, then he might stick around to be on guard. But after a minute, he thinks, "Oh, this is just fun."
Yeah, you don't see anyone using any weaponry. It's just fisticuffs, and it didn't look like this half-orc was trying to kill the man. He just knocked him unconscious. He seemed to do so with precision. He seems to know what he's doing. So Brackle feels pretty confident that this is just sport.
Yes, so he walks away.
So Brackle turns around, begins to make his way back through the crowd. Everyone's cheering. You hear Misk commentating, egging someone else to come into the arena and challenge the mighty Kjorg. And then all of a sudden, everything gets very quiet. The cheering, the announcing cuts off. Brackle, you turn again to look into the arena to see what is it that's got everyone's attention. Kjorg has backed up a few feet as, in the center of this caged arena, something quite strange has appeared. About 2 feet off the ground, there seems to be a sort of crack in space. by which I mean just 2 feet from the ground is a sort of lightning bolt suspended in midair. It's as if a bolt of darkness was about to strike the earth, but then froze just before it could. From this bolt is seeping purple, red, and black energy. It's crackling, and there's emanating an otherworldly pulsing sound. The sound grows louder and louder for just a few moments as people begin to back away from the arena, now nervous and a bit frightened, when suddenly, with a crash like thunder and a flash of red and black flame, smoke fills the area and the bolt disappears.
A new challenger appears.
You can all see as a small ember of fire burns inside the black cloud at about eye level. And as the smoke clears, you see standing there a figure dressed in black leathers, taking a deep draw from a cigar. Jeremy, describe Saul for us.
Saul is the best.
The worst.
He's beautiful. He's tall. He's about 6 foot.
Mm-hmm.
He's dressed all in very, very fine red and black leathers, head to toe, high boots, long jacket. His skin is red, bloody red. His eyes are white, maybe silver, maybe some silver, some white. It's kind of cloudy in there.
Mm-hmm.
He has 2 perfect horns that come off the back of his head. Well, they start on the front. It's not like they curl, but I guess they kind of angle just straight back, like pointing behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Between those horns, he has raven black hair. Some of it kind of falls on his face. It's pretty long, coming down the back of his neck. He takes a big, big draw off that cigar. Toothy grin. Anytime you look at him, he's probably smiling. He's tall and slender, not like a hulking figure at all.
Just in terms of your overall appearance, it's definitely different now.
Oh, no.
I mean, you're smaller than the way you were before.
Significantly smaller, huh?
Yeah, I mean, normal human size. Whereas before, you would probably have classified yourself as larger than life.
Yes. Oh, he has a tail as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind of flicks and waves around behind him. So I'm smaller. So are my wings? Do I have my wings?
No.
Oh!
You go to looking around and feeling around, and you knew that there were going to be some significant changes. You knew that things were going to be different now, but you didn't really know just how different. And now, as this smoke is clearing, you're at first just checking yourself out. You look down, you see there's no wings. You notice that your body is a little more slender. It's still muscular, just not as, I don't want to say beefy, but, something along those lines. Not as big as you were before. Your horns, you feel them, they feel mostly the same. And you take a deep breath and it stinks up here.
It's nasty. I take the cigar out of my mouth and I look around at all the people staring at me.
Mm-hmm. You look around and you see there's a crowd of people staring at you with their mouth agape.
Hello, peasants. Nice of you to have an entourage waiting for me. And I start walking towards them, cigar in hand.
You just start walking toward the gate, cigar in hand, a little bit, and as everyone starts to sort of move and talk again, some of them still look scared, but some of them are looking up at Misk thinking, is this just part of the show? Misk, this is not part of your show. You did not expect this, but looking down onto the arena now, you know without a doubt that your baby brother just appeared in the middle of your arena.
Oh!
Gotta love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, ta-da! What the crap? No.
Ladies and gentlemen, kill him!
Kill him.
You wanted a show? Well, we got you one. Here's our next, I think she would be a little
Bit shell-shocked.
unraveled, but I feel like she would pick it up pretty quick.
Uh-huh. Now, remember, you are in disguise. So he has no idea who you are.
Don't worry, everyone. It's okay. It's okay. I guess we got our next champion? Maybe? I don't know. We have a people's champion. This guy thinks he's good. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out. Are you ready?
There's a moment of silence with people looking around nervously, and then you just hear someone off in the far crowd go, "Yeah!" And suddenly everyone starts cheering again and chanting, "Cure, cure, 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 cure."
That's right. That's right.
Saul makes it to the edge. He has no idea what's going on. He makes it to the edge of the arena to where people are shouting "Kjorg," and he goes, My name is Saurus, and you'll address me as such.
And I'm right behind him, and I say, no one cares what your name is.
Saul, you turn to see this very tall, 6'7", thick, muscular half-orc standing there, cracking his knuckles and looking at you.
Hello, peasant.
Peasant.
I think you should fetch a slave for me. What are you doing?
Maybe we should fetch a stretcher.
A stretcher.
And I take a swing at him.
You take a swing?
Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
Roll initiatives.
Oh my gosh.
Roll me 2 initiatives, please. Okay, here's how we're going to do this. This is going to be a fight, but it's not to the death. It's whoever drops to 0 hit points first is knocked, quote-unquote, unconscious, but not in the typical D&D fashion where you're unconscious and you're potentially dying, but more so of, well, you're unconscious, you just got knocked out. So you all will use your hit points. Regular attacks will do half damage. No weapons allowed.
So Saul knows none of this.
Exactly. Saul doesn't know anything. So, here we go. Roll me initiatives.
I got a 15.
Okay. Jeffrey?
I got a 12.
Okay. So, Saul, you will be going first. That being said, Kjorg just got a surprise attack on you.
Oh!
Kjorg, you take a swing at him. Roll me an attack roll.
That's a 14.
My armor class is a 14.
Okay. That is a hit, and it deals 4 damage. So,
Gee whiz.
should we do half damage on attacks for this? Or should we just let it be full damage?
I mean,
we're level 1, okay? We're starting at level 1 here, folks.
I just do.
And, your
We
max
should
is...
just do our unarmed strike damages.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, he's got weapons.
I only have 9 HP, bro.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
your unarmed strike does 0 damage.
Yeah, exactly.
It does 0 damage because you have a -1 to strength.
I also don't know the rules, so I'm just going to stab him.
Yes, exactly. But, okay, so you take a swing. You're going to take 4 damage from that, Saul. Right to your face. So, how do you go about that, Kjorg? What do you do?
After he says, maybe you should fetch me whatever, and I say, maybe we should fetch you a stretcher. And I literally just rear back and punch him in the mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Like a brawl.
So you turn back, Saul, probably to give some sort of a quip. And as you do, you see as a dark, blackish gray, knuckled fist crashes into your face. And it knocks you back. You stumble a good 5 feet. And then catch yourself, spit a little blood, and turn to see this half-orc standing there.
Ooh! I knew that was gonna happen.
I spit out the blood. I stand all the way back up, make sure I'm at my full height, and I just pull a dagger out of my belt and say, "Guess you choose to die today." And I'm gonna go running at him.
Okay. You see Misk as Saul is running toward Kjorg with a dagger in hand.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I guess this guy's so.
Like, hey, does this guy not know the rules?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I'm sure that Saul's not stopping.
Oh no, Saul's running. Saul is
No one
going to
panic.
stab him.
No one panic. It's just a little knife. You think that bothers him?
You hear someone yell out, "No weapons!" as you try to attack him. Give me an attack roll.
Miss!
Jeffrey said, please.
You got this.
Please!
It's a natural 1.
Oh, Alan, that was the fakest.
How is this even
He's like,
You take 5 damage. You take 5 damage.
That's my normal sports game enthusiasm.
I know, right? Sports ball. Okay.
Oh. So Brackle saw Saul appear, right?
Yes, he did.
He decided to stick
He saw
around
Saul.
when that happened.
Okay. I kind of thought so, but I'm glad you pointed that out because I didn't think to say anything about it. So you come running toward him, dagger in hand, ready to just try and stick it into his gut. And Kjorg,
Oh my gosh.
ready for you. I mean, his blood's pumping. He's been doing some wrestling and some fighting now for the last hour or so. He just waits for you to get in close, and he grabs your wrist and flips you over. Now, he doesn't snap your wrist in half or anything,
Oh,
but
man.
he
Give him
grabs
1
your...
damage from that, please.
Oh, my gosh. I was just going to take his dagger, but
Come on.
what I was going to do was I could grab you and sling and flip you over his shoulder onto the ground. So, yeah, I mean, that would probably deal you 1 damage.
Yes.
He grabs your wrist, and Saul, you are completely taken aback by this. Like, the moment...
I can't believe the fact that I got hit in the face and it knocked me back so far by a half orc. I'm beyond shocked at this world.
Yeah, you don't
already.
even know what's happening. I mean, this dude should already be dead. And he grabs your arm, spins your wrist a little bit, and he pulls it over his shoulder a little, and you immediately release the dagger in a yell of pain. And then he flips you over his shoulder and essentially body slams you onto the dirt, and you take 1 damage. The wind is knocked out of you.
to say the least.
Oh, I knew that was going to happen too. That's one of his favorite moves. You bring a knife to a fist fight with the people's champion?
I love it. So, Kjorg, it's your turn. What do you do?
Okay. I know what I'm doing.
What do you do?
I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
I just want to see if it hits first. Please hit. It's a 17 plus 5.
That's a hit.
So, since he's already slammed him on the ground, I literally want to curb stomp his groin.
Oh my gosh. Curb stomp.
You're a terrible person.
So
Saul dies. Saul's dead.
The people's champion!
Crunch.
your unarmed strike does 4 damage. How much HP do you have, Saul?
4. Exactly 4.
So you just crotch stomp him into unconsciousness. As soon as you do it, everyone goes, yeah! And everybody just starts screaming.
Yep, that's acceptable. We can do that here.
Brackle looks at Kjorg,
Uh-huh.
and even though Kjorg doesn't see Brackle gives him a slight nod of respect. He turns to walk away.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
I cannot believe that happened.
I know, right? That one.
I was like,
That's why I said you needed 1 damage.
you are the worst.
Yep, that's why you made a campaign for that. I didn't even think about that.
And we have it again. People's champion, he always delivers. Come on, everybody, give us a hand for Kjorg. Woo!
Welcome back, beloved friends and family, to MBH Season 2. You now have a little bit of an idea about our new characters coming into the second season, and we hope that you're enjoying it so far. I'm both nervous and excited to dig into some new characters, new territory, and new ways to haunt the nightmares of each of our players. Speaking of our players, let me formally welcome Felicia to the party. I've played D&D for some years now, on and off. Excited to finally bring her into the fold. She's actually going to be running our Facebook page for us. So if you'd like to give a shout out to Felicia, or Misk as you will come to know her, maybe welcome her to the show, then you can do so on there or on Twitter at Junior21Coolcat. I'll put a link to that in the show notes. Now, I know you're all anxious to get back to the show, so let me just real quickly give you a heads up on a few things. We will be doing a mid-roll sequence now on the show instead of a post-roll like we've typically done in the past, so thank you all for taking the time to listen to this. These things are going to help our show out exponentially, and you're all awesome for giving us a chance to squeeze this in here. So, first of all, we will begin our first ever dice giveaway next Monday. We're going to be giving away a brand new set of dice from DiceEnvy.com, chosen by our very own Alan, themed after everyone's favorite warlock, Jimilil Karth. Be sure to tune in to episode 2 for more details on that. And if you'd like to be the first to know about all of our giveaways and such, be sure to subscribe to our mailing list on our website, MakeBelieveHeroes.com. Just go to the homepage, scroll to the bottom, and there'll be a submission form for going on to the mailing list. Speaking of dice, we would love to give a huge thanks to DiceEnvy.com for becoming our first official show sponsor. The guys at DiceEnvy.com have tons of great dice-themed goodies for you to purchase. Not only do they have awesome sets of dice at a great price, did you know they also do a monthly curated limited run dice subscription starting at just $5 a month? Imagine Loot Crate, but with gaming dice. Yes, please. And if you use the promo code HEROES at the checkout, you can get 10% off your first month. Why not go ahead and drop down $50 for a year sub for your favorite gamer? Go down to DiceEnvy.com and make someone real happy. If someone got me a Dice Envy sub for my birthday, which actually just passed on October 6th, or Christmas, I know I would love them for all time. Of course, as always, many of the sweet sounds in this episode can be found on battlebards.com. Their awesome music and effects can add that perfect ambience that you want and need at your table. Go now and use the promo code MBHPodcast to get 15% off of your BattleBards Prime subscription. Finally, before we go, we want to give a huge thank you to everyone that has left us a 5-star review on iTunes. It helps the show and it lets us know that you love us. If you haven't done so yet, you should be like Grognak the Destroyer, whose review, amazing, said, "This podcast is amazing, and the story makes you want to keep listening all the way through." Or like Zach Blaine's review, D&D at its best, which said, "First, the audio quality is solid. Someone has spent some time making this show really stand a step ahead of the rest. I can't wait to see where this story goes. Need more episodes yesterday." Thank you guys so much for the kind words. Zach, we will get you as many episodes as we possibly can, and we hope that we can interact with you guys on Twitter or Facebook. Holler at us. Let us know who you are, where you are. We would love to chat. So that should be enough for now. I know that you all want to get back to Circle Street, where a certain tiefling seems to be having a pretty rough day. Everyone cheers. Everyone's going crazy. Sutsaurus is lying on the ground somewhere between consciousness and unconsciousness. Mostly he's having a conversation in his mind with himself along the lines of, what is happening? This can't be real. What is this pain? What is this life? What have I done? I've made a huge mistake. Can I go back? And Misk, you see this as a perfect opportunity to take a break for a little while.
All right, folks, that's it. That's it for the day. We're gonna calm down, let Kjorg, rest his little muscles. I mean, big muscles.
Everyone cheers.
We're gonna let him rest a little bit, even though he probably doesn't need it, but maybe let you guys rest. And we'll see who wants to step in the ring tomorrow. Now let's give him a one last hand and we'll be out for the day.
Everyone cheers and claps. After a few moments, Brackle, you see as everyone starts to disperse. What do? You disperse as well?
Right after my nod, I turn to walk away since I see that what I thought was possibly a serious danger had been handled.
Yeah, it was handled handily.
So I was already on my way out.
Okay. All right. So Brackle, you are making your way back through this pressing crowd, headed toward your booth to meet Lelia. Misk, everyone starts to disperse, and some of the guys that you have hired and convinced to help you out with this booth, if you want to call it that, are going around and collecting the winnings from all the bets that people placed against Kjorg, getting your bounty for the day. And what do?
Are they just running up to me, or am I gonna
Nah, you're in an arena. The guys that are doing that are making their way through the crowd getting money. So they're not bothering you right now. They're going about their business. And it's just you, Sutsaurus, and Kjorg in the ring.
Since everybody's dispersing and not really paying attention to us, I think I'm going to walk over to Saul or Sutsaurus laying on the ground. Because I'm sure he's still laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
And I think I'm going to stay disguised as I walk over to him.
Okay.
So I walk over to him and I'm like, "You going to get up?"
I come up with a stretcher.
Kjorg, that was supposed to be a joke. I mean, the stretcher, we might need it, but that was just a joke. You could set it aside.
I throw it on him. I fetched your stretcher for you.
Kjorg.
Just drop it on him.
Okay.
Oh,
So does she look like her normal self?
nope.
She looks like a human
Blind.
with blonde hair and blue eyes.
You don't know who it is, bro.
I start slowly. Saul starts coming to.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Oh, get that thing away from me. What? Who are you?
I'm Misk. Am I supposed? What am I supposed
He will
to do?
totally know
He'll
if you tell
totally
him it's
know.
Miss.
Miss Casola.
I am miscellaneous.
By the way, it's mischievous.
Mischievous. I think you should be telling me who you are.
Hmm.
I'm Sutsaurus, the Nine Hells Prince. And he like starts getting up and like dusting himself off all frumpy.
Mm-hmm. Roll me a Constitution check, save.
Con.
Yeah, just a con save as you're standing up.
It's a 19 on the dice.
Okay, you're good. You are pulling it in.
Stands up, dusting himself off.
Mm-hmm.
Going in his coat, fishing out a cigar. I'm not one to be trifled with.
Trifled.
Trifle.
Tiefling. Tiefling.
I get it.
Trifle.
I'm not one to be trifled with. Is that your half-orc woman?
No, you're my tiefling.
Got him.
Kjorg. Now listen, you're in my arena, and you're in my domain, so I think you need to just calm down a little bit before you get ahead of yourself. Because I'm pretty sure Kjorg wouldn't mind, taking you down a couple more notches.
I arrive on the plane and immediately am attacked by a half-orc? What? Who are you people?
Don't come in here mocking us, trying to tell us what to do like you're some sort of slave master. Unless you want to get your groin stomped again.
Kjorg. Let's not do any more groin stomping. Or, what did you say, curb stomping?
Eesh. Man,
It sounds awful.
it is awful.
So, little man. I think I'm going to call you little man. Okay, little
oh,
man.
boy.
How about we go buy a drink or something? Or we go get you some food?
Go buy a drink. Beat me up and buy a drink. That's what we want to do.
Nah, you look kind of nice. A little bit. See, this whole time, I know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm literally just, pulling his chain.
Yeah.
It's great. So you into it or what? I mean, you want to go have a meal? You want to lay on the ground?
Sure. Let's see what they feed people here.
Oh, gosh. I really just want to slap you. Can I just slap you?
Why would you slap me? Who are you? What do you want?
You just look like you have a really slappable face.
He does, believe me.
Kjorg, good one, Kjorg.
So you help Sutsaurus back up to his feet. He's dusting himself off. And as he's doing so, a couple of those young guys that were helping you out in the crowd, guys and gals, a halfling boy comes up to you, and he was sort of the head one. He has a bag that he's collected all of the gold from your winnings. So roll me 4d4s. So you quickly add it up, and you actually collected 90 gold from your winnings.
Oh!
Kjorg, we got it big, boy.
Kjorg, as she's counting up the gold and everything, you're going off to the side. And
I'm like, I can't count that high. I'm going to let her count that.
Exactly. You go over to the platform over there, and there's a little compartment in the side that opens up. And inside you have your whip and your sickle and anything else that you keep, any weapons that you keep. And you go ahead and decide you're going to equip those on before you go. And as you're doing so, and she's over there with the halfling counting up her gold, and Sutsaurus is over there nursing his injuries.
Yeah, definitely injuries.
You feel as someone just lightly taps you on the shoulder.
I turn around.
You turn, and you see a figure standing there. It's a tallish human man, just over 6 feet, so, a few inches shorter than you, of course. He has jet black hair peppered with gray. He's wearing nondescript, dark-colored clothes, but he's clearly armored underneath with a chain shirt. I mean, you pull off the same dress, so you're very capable of spotting that. There's really only one thing about this guy that stands out, and that is this very beautiful, ornate rapier that's on his hip.
Oh.
And on the handle, there is a golden sun of Pelor.
Is it Servance?
It's Servance, yeah, it's him. It's 15 years later. Hello, it's Kjorg, right?
Yes.
Man, that was some very impressive fighting you did back there, Kjorg.
Of course.
The people's champion, she was calling you.
I am the people's champion.
He stretches out a hand to you to shake your hand.
I'll shake his hand. Very firmly, though. I shake his hand.
Oh,
very
yeah.
firmly.
Really good handshake. That's a good handshake, son. I'm actually...
Hey, don't call me son.
Oh, no disrespect. I'm sorry. It's an old habit, you know. Old men like myself, well, older men like myself, we tend to pick up those sorts of habits. Well, Kjorg, I just wanted to speak with you for a moment. Are you interested in perhaps making some money?
I just did. In case you didn't notice.
No doubt. From the looks of things, you all made out pretty well with those bets. But 100 gold, that's nothing compared to what I'm willing to offer the people who might be interested in helping me.
What kind of gold we talking?
Well, an exact figure I can't exactly lay out for you, but probably more gold than you've ever had.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say, if you're street fighting for gold, you've probably never had anything in the realm of 2,000, 3,000 gold in your pocket.
How much more than 90 is that?
Think about buying one horse or buying 30 horses.
Oh, 30 horses.
Yes, buying a ranch and a fence and a field for your horses and a house.
I've always wanted a fence.
That's the sort of gold I'm discussing, Kjorg. You might have heard some of the strange rumors about, well, some things are going on in Manumi. You may have heard about the canopy over in Fallen Grove.
Can of
You
peas?
heard anything about that? Please. Not that.
Anything but that garbage.
Kjorg, you would have heard a little bit. You don't really know a lot about it, but you would have heard something about the canopy being destroyed.
Oh yeah, something about that. That's none of my business, though.
Sure, I understand.
Unless there's some strong fighters there. Do you know any?
Well, I'm not interested in going to the canopy,
Are you a strong fighter?
Kjorg. Perhaps one day you and I can spar.
Well, that would be great.
But for now, if you're interested, I'm looking to enlist maybe some of the strongest people to help in, well, a situation. We're trying to make the world better.
The strongest.
Yes, and that's why I came to talk to you.
Of course.
So, if you're interested in making some money and helping people and perhaps being considered one of the greatest champions to ever live,
the greatest.
then you should meet me at the local tavern, the Barley Barrel. It's just across the way there. If you walk on Circle Street, you'll come to it. If you head in that direction, he points to the right. You'll come to it on the left, not too far from here. If you'll meet me there, say, after the last bell, I'd love to discuss perhaps an arrangement. You can bring your friend there, he says, motioning to Misk, and it seems like maybe the tiefling is going to be tagging along with you as well.
Ugh. We'll see what we can do.
All right, it sounds like a plan. I will see you at the Barley Barrel after the last bell.
Okay.
The last bell.
Have a good day, Kjorg.
Sure.
And the tall, dark, and handsome turns and walks away.
Saul's still there. What are you talking about?
Does he have any gold? Can I, sleight of hand him?
Oh my gosh. I forgot. Yeah.
It's a
try.
it's a cure.
Oh, let's see what we got here.
It's my first die roll of the night.
So I hope it's a natural one.
Skills.
What are you looking for, sleight of hand?
16 total.
You got a 16 total?
Yeah.
I got a 16.
Mm.
So, since we matched it, I'm going to say that you go to do it and you think to yourself, I think he saw me move. So you don't steal from him. He also doesn't necessarily know that you were trying to.
Okay.
Stalemate.
Yeah.
All right, you turn and you see Misk and Saul there. Misk has counted up all of your gold.
How much did we make?
Enough.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, I think in a couple days we'll be able to do a little bit better, but, this is pretty good. Not bad for first day
Where is my drink?
getting things done. What?
You said we were going for drinks.
In-
Why are we standing here?
Kjorg,
Looking at currency.
did this dude just... Whoa. Did you just interrupt me?
You want a drink?
Give him a drink of this fist right here. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. But seriously, don't interrupt me.
I'll slit your throat and make you drink your blood.
Oh,
Cure.
jeez.
gosh.
Good God in heaven. It's a real character shift for Kjork.
The dark side.
Oh,
Okay.
just kidding.
So the three of you turn and begin to clear out the arena, and you make your way toward the barley barrel to have some lunch and a drink for the tiefling. Brackle,
Yes.
as this is all going on and the crowd is dispersing and you're making your way back through the street, it's a little more difficult this time to get through than it was on the way in, and you get a little frustrated, honestly. By the time you escape the mob, you're a bit flustered, but you make your way back, glad to be heading back over to the booth with Lelia.
Yeah.
But as you make your way along the street, you head toward your booth, you spot it up ahead, and expecting to see the curly blonde hair of Lelia as she's talking to a customer. Instead, you're greeted with an unsettling sight.
What is it?
You don't see Lelia.
That is unsettling. What do I see?
You notice that Lelia is not standing at your booth. Instead, there's an imposing man standing behind the desk, wearing what appears to be his best scowl. And Lelia is nowhere in sight.
That man's dead.
And that is where we're going to wrap this episode.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Season 2.
Starting off with a crunch.
In the books. Season 2 is wrapped. Good job, everyone.
Oh, that was well done. Well done, folks. Ready to roll on to Season 3. No, just
On
kidding.
to season 3.
So, in the event that you are just now tuning in, you should go back and listen to Season 1. There's some pretty interesting stuff that goes on in those 41 episodes.
It's true.
But I am your Dungeon Master, and this has been Make Believe Heroes, an actual play, 5th edition, Dungeons & Dragons adventure. And I've been joined by 4 of my friends. Why don't you guys go around and introduce yourselves as we exit?
Hey guys, it's Jeremy, and I play Sut Saurus.
I'm Jeffrey, and I play Kjork.
I'm Alan, and I play Brackle.
I'm Felicia, and I play Miss.
And that's a wrap for us this week. Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed it, you should always do what you do. Share us on Twitter, give us an iTunes review, send us a letter to letters@makebelieveheroes.com, or just what have you. We hope that you enjoyed it, and we look forward to diving into these new characters and this new setting in Season 2.
Woo!
See you next week.
We love you.
We do love you.
Bye.
Forever and always. So we do have one more thing we wanted to do today, something we're going to be doing in every episode, and hopefully you stuck around to the end to hear this. I'll tweet out a reminder just in case. But there were some questions we were unable to get to in the Q&A episode, and we didn't want to shortchange anyone, so we're going to take care of that right now. And in subsequent episodes, we're also going to take care of this by doing a short little fireside at the end. For this one, I'm handling it on my own because I feel like I didn't give this a good answer in the Q&A. We received a question from friend of the show, Sam. He asked, could we get a little clarification on the door unlocking process and how Kellen's neck tattoo fit into that? I'm still confused about what was needed to unlock the 4 parts. So let me expound a little bit on that just for a couple seconds. So the door was there as part of the protection of the tree, the grove, and the stone. If I were to get into the specifics, and I will get into some specifics, Provalian is the one who chose the door. Each of the gods contributed in protecting the stone. Pelor created the tree, and had Dimvarga not crafted the flute, or what have you, from the horn of the autumn stag, then she never would have been able to access the stone, period. The tree would never have opened up, and there's basically no creature on the face of Monumi that could actually destroy the tree with brute force. So that was Pelor's biggest contribution. Derveter's contribution, of course, was his sentinels based at the bottom of the stairs, including the undead kraken. And the neck tattoo was his way of providing an in into the grove because Atonia asked him, and she's his wife, and if he has a blind spot, that's it. And then Atonia, of course, had stuff all over the grove. It was her grove. It was her sort of special place that she'd created, and it had become this hiding place for this thing of great power. As far as Provalian's part goes, she's really intelligent. While all the other gods were all coming up with these unique and interesting ways to protect the stone, she just decided to put a door there. And basically, there needed to be someone with a connection to each of the gods there to open the door. But it was also a trap. Just some lore, I guess, for you. Anyone who had ever found the door in the past, even high elves or someone, even if they didn't know what it was, who had somehow traveled to that plane and found that door miraculously, gotten that far, and then touched the door, had they not come in physical contact with the actual flame of the Lantern of Provalian, the door would have sucked all the magic, the life energy, if you will, out of them, and they would have died, and the door would not have opened. The only way the door would open is for an elf who had come in physical contact with the flame of Provalian to be there to open the door. As for how Dimvarga knew that Lorik was that elf beforehand, well, I hope to circle back around to some of this in the future. So, hope that gives a little more clarification on the door specifically. And if not, just shoot me a text. Just shoot me another email. Shoot me a holler on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Feel free anytime, any of you, to ask me any questions. And if it's something that I can answer, we just might get to it in one of these little fireside chats at the end of the episode. So, hope you enjoyed that. Can't wait to get back to episode 2 next week. Thanks for listening.